Contrast imaging is a pillar of modern medicine, vital for countless diagnoses. But its medication errors are 7 times more likely to harm patients than in other hospital settings. For years, the solution was on-site supervision, a model that created constant scheduling conflicts. This old model also ignored key technical errors like IV catheter choice that put patients at risk. There is a better way, a 2-part system that redefines safety, efficiency, and access to care. How is this possible? It begins with regulatory alignment. Virtual platforms meet CMS direct supervision rules using real-time audio and video. This unlocks a huge benefit: access. Expert oversight is no longer bound by geography, connecting specialists to rural and underserved clinics. The economic impact is also substantial. Facilities see major cost reductions for off-hours coverage by using a remote radiologist pool. This isn't just about saving money, it's about preserving a workforce. This model addresses the national radiologist shortage and reduces physician burnout. Greater efficiency and better coverage directly impact the bottom line, with facilities reporting a 10 to 15% lift in completed contrast studies. We've seen the major benefits: access, cost savings, and revenue. Now let's see how this system works day to day. It starts by removing the radiologist as a physical bottleneck. Centers can schedule studies with more flexibility and handle patient surges. Radiologists can supervise multiple facilities from one location, filling coverage gaps that once meant canceled appointments. The system also eases regulatory burdens. Automated documentation creates instant, audit-ready records for every session. Surprisingly, remote supervision can produce more skilled experts. A virtual radiologist sees more adverse reactions in a week than some see in months. This sounds efficient, but efficiency is worthless if it isn't safe. How does a remote doctor actually improve safety at the bedside? The answer is an expert on call and a prepared team on the ground. With immediate virtual access, response times to events are often faster. But that expert access depends on a competent person in the room. This brings us to the second pillar: technologist training. A single course is not enough, so how do we make this knowledge stick? Data shows frequent, repetitive training is the key to long-term competency. Leading programs are pushing education forward with new technology. Virtual reality is allowing techs to practice complex procedures in a safe, repeatable setting. This is not a gimmick. VR training is proven to improve positioning accuracy, adaptability to unexpected events, and long-term skill retention. The ultimate goal is confidence. After managing a virtual reaction a dozen times, a tech's response during a real event is faster and more effective. But this push for better training comes at a difficult time. The industry faces a drop in technologist student enrollment, making efficiency paramount. This workforce pressure creates a new opportunity. Facilities that invest in superior training and virtual support will attract and retain top talent. We've seen the power of the virtual platform and the need for advanced training. Now, what happens when you combine them? Recall that statistic: radiology errors 7 times more likely to cause harm. This integrated system is the direct answer to that risk. We spoke about operational flexibility. That's only possible when an empowered technologist has the confidence to manage higher volumes safely. This system expands care to rural areas, but it also standardizes that care. A patient in a small clinic gets the same expert oversight as one in a city. This is not a trade-off between cost and quality. Savings from efficient staffing are reinvested into training, creating a cycle of improvement. The platform and the training are 2 halves of a single solution. So what does the future hold for this new standard of care? The progress isn't stopping. New AI can create virtual contrast from non-contrast scans, potentially reducing injections in certain cases. The evidence is clear. This integrated model delivers on 5 key promises: improved safety, new efficiency, standardized quality, expanded access, and real savings. The question is no longer if this model works, but how quickly it will be adopted. It is a fundamental shift from proximity to presence and expertise. For hospital administrators, imaging managers, and radiologists, the time to assess these integrated solutions is now. How will your facility adapt? This is more than a new workflow. It's a new standard of care that protects patients, empowers technologists, and supports radiologists.